All right, I have cleaned this tank. This is my third time cleaning this tank. And this is probably the worst, or yeah, there you go. This is the worst tank I've ever had in my life. I mean, I'm trying to save the tank. If you can see, look, the water, this is after the third time of doing everything that I possibly know. The water is running nice and clear and clean. There's really no more rust coming out. But, so, man, you can't see me. I'm not even going to try to get into the video. But one of the things that a little invention of mine is I take a little tiny piece of hose. I just stick it on the end of my blow nozzle, and then you put it in there, and hopefully my camera, keep your eye down there. I mean, I can smell, I guess you can see it coming out. I can smell gas now. It breaks up the pockets in there. I don't know where I learned this from. I like to think it's my invention. I'm sure somebody smarter than me figured it out a long time ago. Almost. God, this tank is a mess. You know, I was talking to my brother EJ the other day. He's been on a video before. He lives in Texas. And you know, we had 5 brothers, all alpha, and you know, when we're young, it's always fighting, and as you get older, you get more mature and stuff like that. You put stuff behind us. But anyway, one of the things that me and my brother have to do, that we do, is we have a little ritual to where once a week we both, I talk to him on the phone in Texas. It's usually an hour or 2 long. He has his bottle and I got my bottle. We just start drinking and talking about mom and dad and the brothers and stuff like that. And just crazy stuff that we did when we were young. And the stories that I got will go forever and ever. You know, I don't know how many people have said, man, you need to write a book about your life and all the crazy things. But anyway, he was reminding me of a job that I once had. I used to work at the Miami Seaquarium, and Miami Seaquarium was a seaquarium, but it was also it also had a little zoo. But where Miami Seaquarium got its name from is back in the '60s there was a show called Flipper. All right, maybe you old guys know, you've heard of, you know about Flipper, and you know, if not, just Google what Flipper was, television show. But anyway, as a child, I worked on that set. I always had a dream of one day being an actor, working in the movie industry, which later on in my life, I did end up working in the movie industry. So as the filming and all that, the show wind down, I ended up staying on, working at the Miami Seaquarium in the primate area of the zoo. And there they were famous for Kiko, not to be confused with Coco, but his name was Kiko. He was the oldest living primate, the oldest living gorilla in captivity. And that was the moneymaker. Everybody came in to see Kiko. So anyway, one day the Kiko dies, and so they ended up closing down that part of the exhibition, you know, saying that it was under repairs and all that stuff. Well, they started losing a lot of money. the aquarium never said, hey, Kiko died, you know. So one day they get this ingenious idea and they come to me. Now I took theater in junior high, high school, and all this stuff. So they come to me and they said, hey, would you like to make an extra $25 a week? I'm like, yeah, because, you know, back then, you know, you're talking the 70s, man. $25, that's like $200 now, you know? And so I'm like, well, what do I got to do? And they devised a plan that they would put me in a gorilla suit. I guess, you know, from the prop wardrobe, Tarzan and all that stuff, that was all filmed in Florida. I don't know if you know that or not. So they put me in this dang costume, and all I had to do was just kind of, you know, just walk around, you know, on all fours and scratch myself and eat a banana or whatever. It was like no big deal, you know. Don't pay attention to the people that come into the zoo, you know. So one day, what was it? Channel 10, was it Wink News? Anyway, I don't remember. No. I'm sorry. It wasn't Channel 10. It was the Miami Herald. They came down there to do a report on the slumping attendance at the Miami Aquarium. How it's kind of being in disarray because Flipper's no longer being filmed there. Yada 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 yada. You know, and all the other stuff. So I'm doing my little thing. You know, and I don't know that there's reporters there. So I go to where nobody can see me, you know, because my little gig's over, my little show's over, so I kind of go into an area nobody can see me, and I walk around to the back part, you know, to where the dressing room, you know, it was just a little shack, you know. Well, the photographer for the newspaper took a picture of it, and this is all pre-internet, pre-Google, you know, there's no such thing yet, man. So anyway, the next thing I know, I get called into the office, all right? And I'm like, what have I done? You know, I'm in all kinds of trouble and all that stuff. Well, they put the picture on the front page of how this gorilla can walk like a human. It walked upright like a human. And then all of a sudden, man, that gets picked up. That was pre-viral. It's in every newspaper. It's in every television, you know, and all that stuff. So next thing I know, every newspaper, every television is down there to see this gorilla, me, you know, Kiko, you know, which is just me, man, you know, and they're waiting to see, waiting to see him walk like a human and all that stuff. So, well, then word gets out, and now attendance is up, and the park is doing freaking fantastic, you know, because everybody's paying to see the, you know, to see the exhibits. You got the lions and, you know, the primate section and all that other stuff. And so I'm like, damn, man. So this is my time to shine. So there's, you know, I see all the people and all that stuff, and I said, well, god dang it. There's an Australian pine tree. So I climb up the Australian pine tree, and I'm sitting on the damn limb, right? And then the next thing I know, unbeknownst to me, this limb actually went over the to the lions, the lions exhibition, right? And I didn't know that. Well, the damn thing snaps, and I freaking fall to the ground, and there 4 freaking lions are surrounding me. There's 3 right there. This other lion comes up around me, right? I mean, I'm getting freaking goosebumps now. This lion, and I start to whimper, you know, and I start saying like, oh, nice kitty, you know. I start talking to the damn, you know, lions, trying to keep it low, you know, but I'm fixing to get my ass chewed up. And I could literally feel that lion. I could feel his breath on my neck. And at one point, I felt his fangs right here. And then I heard him say, man, shut the f*** up. You guys, you're going to get us all fired. Yeah, that's a true story. Listen, have you bought tickets to the giveaway bike? This isn't the giveaway bike. The giveaway bike is a 1980 Shovelhead. It's a fantastic bike. It runs good. This is how I keep this channel going. For 25 bucks. 25 bucks, you're going to buy a sticker. You can't even rent a Harley-Davidson for that much for a day. You know, 25 bucks, buy the sticker. You get a great looking sticker. It helps the cause, and you know, somebody's going to win this bike. Just like when we gave away the Sportster. Somebody won it. Somebody who thought they would never win nothing, and guess what? Now they can never say that because they won something. Listen, buy our hats, buy our koozies, our shirts. We appreciate each and every one. This is what keeps this channel alive, man. Yeah, that's it. Go to shovelheadfeds.com. This is going to be, like I said, this could be a giveaway. I don't know what I'm going to do with this bike yet. But please go to my channel, my webpage, shovelheadfeds.com. See what we got. You know what? We have like a 4.9 rating. One guy complained and said, oh, he thought a sticker would be bigger.
What a bitch.
$5. And I was like, you know, but other than that, everybody writes great reviews, and we really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. So let me get back to cleaning this thing up. Listen, some of that story I might have ad-libbed on. Some of that story I might have embellished a little bit. Oh, my bike is falling. But there was a Miami Beach aquarium, and there was a dolphin called Flipper. And Johnny Weissmuller, who played Tarzan, was my swimming coach when I was a kid. Anyway, that's it, man. Peace. This thing's falling. Oh, Jesus. Not now. What the heck? Okay, this is another one of my my Feds tutorials. I don't know why I have to look in the camera. Anyway, this is a Feds tutorial, not to be confused with a tutorial. In order to get this off of your bike, the primary chain and all that, in order to get off your bike, you have to remove this part. This is your pressure plate and all that stuff. I removed everything, took it off, put everything back together just so I can show you this, all right? When I took this off, let me see if I can show you this. When I took this off and started looking around, this right here, if you could see this, that isn't supposed to be like that. So I seen what happened, took it off, pulled out the primary. I ordered me a new one. They call it a pressure plate, die cut pressure plate. It goes down in here. So in order to get this off, there is a clip right here. And then there's an L clip, L washer, I don't know what the hell they call it, but it's right here. In order to get this, you have to put pressure on here. You know, you can go and make a homemade yada yada yada, or you know what, for 20 bucks you can go online, go on Amazon, and you can buy one. If you're going to work on these bikes, you might as well it's 20 bucks, 30 bucks, I don't know, man. It wasn't that expensive. So what you need to do is you screw this on there. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. You screw this on there. Nah, hold on a second. I'm going to do it this way. And this is the way Fed tutorials are. Alright? There's nothing professional about this crap. Alright, you screw this down here. On here. One of the things that you need to do is make sure that you have a nice frosty cold beer. You hold this with your finger and you screw this down. And eventually This is going to start spinning, so there's nothing that you can do about it. What you do is you just basically stick a screwdriver here, hold it by the clip ring, like so, and then screw it all the way down till it seats. Alright? It is seated. Doesn't have to be tight. It's a simple little fiddly diddly. Put that down on there, that goes down there. You take a 9/16, or actually I think this one's actually a 17 millimeter. Put that on there, screw this down. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself. And you bottom this down. And what you want to do is this is going to push this plate down and take the pressure off. So you just want to tighten it down, tighten it down, tighten it down. See, there's no movement in here. Keep tightening it down. God, I hope you can see what's going on. Keep tightening it down. A little bit of movement. And you're pushing down this plate. This is basically, you're pulling your clutch in. Okay. See, now you're starting to get movement in here. You want to take a needle nose plier, something, and you want to pop. They call these grenade pens or something like that. I think it's because they break so damn easy. You don't want to break it. I'm gonna try to do this without a needle nose plier. And this is why it's a tutorial. Where's my needle nose pliers? Hang on. Now this has to be done, like I said, it has to be done on your motorcycle. You can't, there's no way of getting the primary off without it being on your motorcycle, your motor scooter. You may have to tighten this down just a little. No, I got it. You need this ring. You don't want to break this ring. Be careful with it. Try not to booger it up. But you know, it's mechanic stuff, so there you go. We're going to take this ring out. That ring comes out. Set it to the side. Now you've got this, I forgot what they call this damn thing. It's like an L something or another. So take that off. Now you're good to go. Take the pressure off. Just undo what you done did. Now you need to get to this point. Right there. Take a sip of beer. Oh, that's good. It's 7 o'clock at night, man. I'm allowed a beer. Right, this comes off. Put that to the side. Now this plate comes off. And so the broken part, this comes off here. This is your discs, your clutch discs. I'm gonna take them all out, check them all. Unscrew this. Come on. Now, this part needs to come out of this. There's a ring. A little snap ring right there. You just pull that snap ring out. This actually goes in. You've got notches here, there. That goes in there. And then you just put that snap ring in. Put that back there. Put that back on there. Put it back on your motorcycle. Tighten everything up. And then you put this on. What the hell have I done? Sorry, my bad. Then you put this on. Oh. mind. Take that off. Put this on. Pretend this is the new one. Put that on. Redo all this. Fiddly diddly crap. Blah, 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 blah. And you're good to go. That's as far. You know what? You can figure it out. It's easy, man. Dang it, I've been drinking. If I can figure it out, I know you can. Where's my damn cigar? Okay, Fed's tutorial. Honestly, man, they're cheap. Get a fire extinguisher. If you're working on a bike and you don't know, first of all, you should have a fire extinguisher in your shop. I'm not trying to old man you or anything else like that. You got thousands of dollars worth of property and motorcycles and all that stuff. You should always have a fire extinguisher. If you're messing with a bike and there's been some shorts, and there were really some shorts and stuff like that, I've been messing with the fuel tank. You know, you never know. Just keep it handy. And 100% all in full disclosure, the bike is running. I started it up. I still have this crappy, cheap Chinese carburetor on there. I'm going to rebuild the other carburetor. I'll build the original one. I got the kit. I just got this on there for now. I'm just going to start it up, let you guys hear it run. I've already ran it so I could change the oil. I've changed the oil. I changed the oil filter. You know what? I'll go through all that later. All right.
Everything sounds good. There was this really weird ticking, and I couldn't figure it out. It was a ticking. You rev it up a little bit, and it almost sounded like a valve. I really couldn't tell what it was. Couldn't find it. And then finally, I realized that this, when you rev it up, that's loose. The keepers are gone, rusted out. So I am going to have to get some heat shields. But when you rev it up, there's a quick vibration. You know, it kind of drove me crazy. But I finally figured it out. Like I said, I got new oil in it, new oil filter. I'm going to put some miles on it. Actually, the oil's oil. I mean, you know, if you have 1,000 miles on oil and you quit using that oil, and then 20 years later you start using it again, it's still the same oil. There might be a little bit of moisture in there, but the oil was good. It looked good. I checked it with a magnet and everything else. Everything is good. So there's nothing wrong with this motor. Tires are dry rotted. Need new tires. The original tires need new tires. The belt, I mean, it looks great. We'll see how long it lasts. Yeah. Which I'll show later. I'll show you that later. All right, let me, because it's Sunday. It's 7 o'clock. I gotta go in for supper. I'll show you more later. Well, that's pretty much it. It's a great little bike. There's little things that I need to do. Definitely need to take the rims off, clean the rims, change the tire, change the rear tire. The tire's 20-something years old. They're dry rotted. They hold air. They look brand new, but they're dry rotted. It does have a little biff on it. I'll probably end up changing that. Oh yeah, I need to replace the fork seals. There is no ride in these forks, so I'll change all that. That's it. I mean, it's not the prettiest bike in the world as far as it's got some rust. It's cleaned up pretty damn good. If it was my bike, I'd get on it and ride the living crap out of it, and I wouldn't do anything to it. But right now, I guess it is my bike, and that's pretty much probably all I'm going to do. It's a great bike. Transmission's perfect. Runs through the gears. In fact, you watch when I put it in gear. There's no lurching forward or anything else like that. Clutch is set perfect. And that's it, man.
line is, I'd call this bike done. For just, man, not a lot of money. I really don't want to discuss money. I guess Miss Steedy said I shouldn't, so it wasn't very expensive. You know, like Hunter Thompson said, man, buy the ticket, take the ride. Just go out there, find motorcycles, and take a chance on them, you know? Don't have to spend a lot of money. I honestly, I think I have, honestly, maybe $200 in parts, and I don't think it's that much. In time, it took me about a week. But it took me about a week because I'm waiting for parts and stuff like that. The longest thing that it took me was 4 days on that tank. And the rest was just, you know, piddly parts. Now in hours, I know I got it running in maybe 2 hours. I mean, you know, it's hard to tell because I work on this motorcycle and then I go work on another motorcycle while I'm waiting for this and that and all that stuff. But I really have no time. This was just done in my spare time. I was going to keep track of the hours, but life happens, and I didn't keep track of the hours. But I'm not even going to venture to say, but I know maybe 8 hours. You know, that's including all the cleaning and stuff like that. It wasn't very long. It's a good little bike, and yeah, it was. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Let me shut this off. This, hopefully you can see it. This is a 2000 Harley-Davidson. I found this manual in their barn as I was looking through stuff, and I just happened to find the manual. And when I got it home, hopefully, let me see. Can you see that? That's when he changed the oil. But right here, January 19th, 04. This was the mileage at 2,400 miles. Cylinder head and pistons new. So, and it was done by Panther Cycles in Port Charlotte, Florida, Punta Gorda, Florida. So there's less than 1,000 miles. I'm sorry, there's less than 1,000 miles on this motor, as far as the top end is done. So it's basically, yeah, 1,000 miles, 1,400 miles. So it was true of what they said. They thought there was something that had something to do with 1,600 miles, so that's what it was. There's only been roughly 1,400 to 1,600 miles put on this motor since the 1,200 kit was put in. So I'm super happy. What I paid for it, you know, you can't. I think I said it before. You can't even buy. You can't even buy a mini bike at Tractor Supply, a piece of crap made in China. For what I bought this for. So. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Go to my website, showheadfeds.com. Buy the merchandise. Help us keep us going. Somebody is going to end up with this motorcycle. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Like I said, I am going to fix the fork seals on it and stuff like that. Put some new tires on there. So anyway, man, it is a labor of love, and I love doing it. And I'm a lucky guy that I have a supporting wife. And all right, man. Peace. And Ocean Glider 1, glad I got to talk to you. So anyway, see you later.